But
No
not
card.
because you mad. You think it's
Man,
other females. You
you
think, and
think,
then you
man.
playing like
No, I mean, you knew what you was getting into when you got with me. You see all of this? Of course, all the ladies was gonna want this. I'm a Daryl. You can't get with something this hot and think you ain't gonna have to share it. You know what I'm saying? That's selfish. Erga, that's selfish. You gonna take all of this goodness to yourself? Quit being so greedy, okay? I'm so much Daryl. There's much to go around. There's much to go around. Right, Daryl? Did I get it?
no, that's
I
my
feel like I
money
nailed
you
it.
got. That's not even your money.
That ain't even your money. When I ran over your foot, you knew you was gonna have to pay to get me out. So I mean, you already knew that was my money. I don't know what you're doing.
Like, so was that the bribe?
Yeah.
Was that you know what I mean? That's what it's.
Yeah, you told me to come over there to come see you for this money and just so that you could get my body. It's just wrong. That's just wrong, you know.
Seemed like now you just use that to because she kept saying I ain't seen you in a month.
She
I
want
want
all
to
of
see you. I
that.
want to see you. I want to do this and do that. You know, I'm like,
I know, Daryl. You need to stop being so hot. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't just be walking around and expecting the ladies to not just. I'm sorry, but so much I can do, Daryl, for that one. I'm sorry. I think I was all tapped out on the bullshit with that one.
do nothing with sexual.
But when she says, "Hey, I got your money," get you out there. Like I said, it sounds like a power play.
It's my money.
Daryl, you making yourself sound like a prostitute. Is that what? I'm like, I want to. She be wanting my body, and I'm like, no. So then she offered me money, and I was like, yes. Daryl, you sounding like the hoe and she the pimp. Like I thought it was the other way. Okay, you is giving prostitute vibes right now. Okay, you giving me hooker
You know what I mean?
vibes.
I'm like, who's not gonna be like? I mean, I got bills to pay too.
Yeah, he got a mortgage. You can't be doing this to him. He got a mortgage to pay. He got them girls at the house waiting for their lunch. She gotta go home and make lunches for tomorrow for school.
I got kids to feed too.
Sounds like she's not a wise investment in terms of.
And that's why I say
somebody your money.
You saying my
Daryl, you can't tell they fucking with you. Like this is ridiculous.
ID in my car. You know what I'm saying? Like I make sure that my kids can eat.
Yeah, I make
At
sure.
least that.
Yeah, I do that. I make sure of that. Well, no, I ain't got no job, and no, I ain't got no car, and no, I can't afford gas, which means I can't pay. I can't feed no kids. But I make sure that they eat. How, Daryl? How do you make sure they eat?
And whatever else I can do, I try to do.
Yeah,
but
I tried.
Everything was like
I failed, but I tried.
Like I most likely can get my job back.
Yeah, no, that's probably not gonna happen. But I mean, your job was an imaginary job, so I guess you could probably be doing it right now while you're sitting in there. Daryl, that job is made up. Just turn it into a work from home situation. You can work from your cell. I mean, it ain't a real job anyway. I mean, honestly, you could do it from in your cell.
I don't know, man.
Now,
I'm hurt, man.
I'm just hurt, Is your legs broke from being run over? You ain't hurt enough then, Daryl. Uh-oh, here come Cart. Oh, Daryl don't like Cart. Daryl don't like Cart.
Step out for one moment.
I can only give you like 2.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, give them all of them.
I'm like, I managed all the pain I can.
Give them all of them and see what happened, Cart. I don't know what Tylenol do when you do it like that, but we can go find out, right?
I managed all the pain I can manage.
Did you manage all the pain? Oh, look at him. He ain't even got no pain. He ain't even in no pain, and he still took them because that's him. Because he's like, ooh, something. Ooh, give me some more. Give me some more.
So what was your question you're asking when I stepped back in?
She tells the truth and says, hey, man.
The truth.
Well, obviously they know I didn't put my hands on her or anything.
Oh, yeah, obviously they know that. Come on.
Sure, right.
Once she lets you guys know, hey, man, I was just pissed off.
I was just mad because he wouldn't give me none. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen his body. Who wouldn't want that?
Well,
That's
okay.
a long ass hair, y'all.
Tell her she's just off.
Look at that thing. That's mama's hair that fell out.
So the thing that's important to me, and especially to you, because you talked about your faith and all, is just being honest, no matter what the situation is, both big and little. Not just big stuff, but little shit too.
Little shit, like Daryl. Hey, Rosebud.
Well, hold on. Yeah, I heard
Score.
it. You kind of touched on it.
I was just saying.
I hear it. But, I know your kids are important to you. Okay?
Yeah.
Your
Daryl's
mom's
kids.
important. Your family
It's all about the children, you know?
is important to you. You want the best for them, right? You want them to be safe.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. And I'm just trying to figure out when you left there yesterday, where you were going.
Look at Daryl.
Basically it. Where you were trying to go. What
What
happened?
Yeah, that's
okay, and what would you want someone to tell me if after what happened when you left, it involved one of your family members. You got some injuries.
Tara. Michelle.
Yeah, that was just
People,
from,
not
just
you,
from them
not you.
slamming.
From after you drove away, some people had to get checked out at the hospital, and they're all right. They had to get checked out.
Matthew.
You know what I'm talking about. They had to get checked out.
What do you mean?
After you left yesterday, after you drove off, okay? You kind of tore out of there and you were upset.
Uh-huh.
There were a lot of, like you said, there were some people around.
Look at Daryl staring at him like, uh-huh. And what else? He's like, look how hypnotized. It's like whenever he starts talking about Daryl taking off in that truck, in that car, Daryl be like full attention, like, what's he gonna say? What's he gonna say?
And, a couple injuries to some people's legs.
Uh-huh.
I know you were driving the car.
Yeah, just some little injuries.
Right, but we're trying to understand.
Something wrong with their legs. They're not attached anymore, basically. Daryl. Oh my gosh. Oh, look how he said. Look how quiet it is. You can tell. See how quiet he is? Look how quiet Daryl is. Like why he talking about that car? Daryl shuts right the hell up. He's like, uh-huh. What happened? What about it? He's listening, in case you don't know, he's listening for the murder. He's listening for the murder charge. He want to find out if somebody died.
And what happened? What would Darrell want?
Yeah, what would Darrell want?
If
So wait,
Ben were upset and there was an accident. And
that's what you was alluding to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It was your mom or your kid.
Well, I mean, you were just telling me.
Daryl, it's so funny. Oh, so that's what you was alluding to earlier. Oh. Yes, Daryl. This is about the parade. It's like, oh, that's what you was talking about earlier.
Concerned you are about
Robert.
your daughters.
Right.
You're concerned about your mom, and you're concerned about. So, what is it that you think that we're alluding to?
Yeah, good question.
Because you're concerned about going away for a long time. You've been hummed up for domestics before, and you post bail. You go about busy. While you're on bail, you can have a job. You go back to your home.
Uh-huh.
You know that. Why are you? You were just telling me before I stepped out that you were concerned about going away for a long time. Why do you feel that way?
Yeah,
I feel that way because
I
already have an open case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sentenced on that yet. I was supposed to get sentenced on the 11th.
Uh-huh.
But everything is, getting.
Wait, but you just said that case was just it was a paternity, it was like a child support case. Daryl's tried to say that the thing that happened was just a child support case. And now he's talking about sentence. What you mean sentenced? You just go to jail till you pay it once they pick you up. You know what I mean? What's this sentence you're talking about, Daryl? It's almost like you're talking about how you just ran over Erica's foot. You don't want to mention that because, clearly that's going to look a certain type of way. You just drove through the parade and you just got finished driving over Erica's foot 5 minutes ago.
Pushed back
It's not
for
gonna look
one
good.
reason or another. But that case should have been already. I was already looking for like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
cool, I'm gonna have some sense of normalty again because
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Darrell,
on probation.
Normalty.
That's like a bail
Gonna be the
jumping
normalty.
charge, though.
What?
Daryl was like, I was getting to some normalty. That's like as opposed to abnormal tea, you know, which I don't know what abnormal tea tastes like, but I mean, Daryl likes the normal tea, not the abnormal tea. Okay.
Your other case. If you violated your other case, that's not
Mhm.
bail jumping. Doesn't put you away for a long time.
Yeah.
No. I'm
What you worried
saying
about, Daryl? You ain't even
my
do nothing.
open case was dealing with possession of a firearm.
Oh,
Okay.
So technically, they can send me away for that.
you see what I mean? He didn't want to mention the whole thing that happened with Erica. The him shooting at his nephew happened before Erica. See how he jumped all the way to that one? He'd rather talk about him shooting at his nephew than him running over Erica's foot. What's funny is that they already know about it. They know that he just got finished running over Erica's foot. They already know that. So it probably looks even more terrible to them because they're like, oh, you're just going to jump right over that all the way to the one where you shot at your nephew. Oh, okay. Good to know.
That's what they were talking about before when I was
They
initially
keep forgetting
going
about his
through it.
arm.
And then over time, they kind of, softened their stance because I had sat so long in the House of Correction that by the time I actually got to a certain point in that.
The House of Correction. That's hilarious. You put Daryl in a House of Correction and you let him out? Did he seem corrected to you? Because he don't seem corrected to me. Maybe that's just me. But he don't seem like he's very corrected. I don't know why y'all let him out if he ain't corrected. Just saying. Why call it that if that's not what it is?
Case, they were just kind of like, we got 400 cases. My judge had 400 cases backed up that was supposed to go to trial because of COVID. Nobody was getting a 90-day speedy trial granted. So he kept having to push it back and push it back and push it back and push it back and push it back.
So you're worried. You're worried about that.
Daryl trying to chop down the tree. That's already a desk, Daryl. It's already been chopped down. Cut it out.
I'm worried about whatever this domestic stuff and whatever's going on with this tying into that. And it's just like,
well, we don't tie it all in. We don't tie it all into it. I'm not worried about what's going on out there, but what I'm asking you is, you care about your family, you care about your mom.
Man, my daughters. I care about Erica.
What I'm asking you about. Changed. What I'm asking you about yesterday.
Like, I still love her.
After you left.
I still care about Erica. I still love her. Could somebody tell her? Maybe she could help me out here.
Isn't.
Oh, if only, Daryl. If only.
To me, isn't an end of the world thing. Simply asking
the end of the world, Daryl.
Well, I mean, so why do you react that way?
What?
Why do you react that way?
A bail jumping? Combined.
I'm not talking about a bail jumping. I'm talking about, so when you left, okay, you came out here, you had your mom's car, right? And you left. We're trying to get the hell away from her because she drives you crazy. She just makes you fucking nuts.
She just makes you
You're not
fucking
familiar
nuts.
with the area. Definitely. Right? Right? You weren't out, I'm not saying you're a terrible guy.
Lisa.
You were out on some quest other than necessarily to get out of it. But you brought the car out. Did she give it to you or did you take it?
They just steal it?
That's Milwaukee. I mean,
You stole it.
You took it. I can't do anything about it.
I don't take anything.
He said, look, I can't steal my own house carp, okay?
So she let you use it?
I didn't take anything from anybody.
So she let you use it.
If she didn't take it, then she let you take it.
So what I'm getting at is with what happened yesterday.
Should have said nothing if you were going to say that.
And it's not like I told you. This end of the world thing, this end all be all thing. I'm not.
It sounds like it's a lot more that's not being.
I'm not calling you, a terrible guy.
I know you're not. I'm just being honest too. It sounds like it's a lot more than what y'all telling me.
Yeah, it is. It's that thing you did. Remember after you attacked Erica? That thing you did right after that? It's that. Okay?
What would you want?
It's like he thinks as long as they don't say it, then they can't do nothing with it. You know what I'm saying?
Someone to do. What would you want my partner to say to me if, he was driving a car around and your mom had a broken foot?
I know, Carp. It's hard, ain't it? It's hard to not say what it is. It's like, shit, this is hard to beat. This is a bush that is hard to beat around, okay? He's like, I'd rather just beat the shit out of this bush, but I gotta beat around it, apparently. I'm gonna do what I gotta do, you know?
What are your kids that you love so much and you are so important to you?
Bad example. You don't know them kids from the...
So you saying I broke somebody's foot?
Yes!
I'm asking you what you want someone to do. Did you?
No.
So what happened when you drove away yesterday?
Yeah, what happened,
You
Daryl?
seem like you saying you know. You just said
I'm
broken
asking
foot.
you.
Come on, man. Yo, see, you playing now, man.
Keep talking about your family, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would you want someone to do?
I'm not saying, you know, y'all being straight up with me. I don't got no issues
come
with
on.
you guys.
Yeah, y'all is good people. Y'all is good man. Y'all is a good man, okay? I ain't saying that y'all trying to put me away for all eternity. You know, I'm not saying that. Y'all is some good man. Can y'all please let me go? And can I take this fish sandwich with me? I'm going to stick it in my back pocket if that's okay with you. Daryl got sandwiches in his back pocket. Them roaches is going to attack you when you get in there. If you keep putting food in your back pocket, Daryl, that's all I'm saying to you. And his little bony ass crush it as soon as he sit down, you know.
But I know when somebody's not telling the whole thing. You're not telling me everything that's going on.
I told you from the start, though, Darrell, that part of this was, even last night I told you, it was, you know, a conversation. What I'm asking is, okay, you got a little girl, 7, 14,
He like,
18.
I'm going to take your word for that. No. He close enough, I guess. Daryl don't know how old them kids is. He only found out during the trial because it was like on the papers that his lawyers had put together before he fired them and stole their paperwork. You know? He like, I got babies. They are 8. Is that 8? That's an 8, right? 8? 18? Is that an 18? Yeah, I think 18. Oh, there's another one. Oh, look. I think this one's 14, I think it's a. Daryl couldn't pick his kids out in a lineup. If it would save his life, he'd still get it wrong. Like, he definitely could not.
They're young. Even 18 is very young.
Oh.
Yeah, still a kid, yeah.
Number
Grown,
one.
but still.
Number one.
So something happened and they got injured. Not a life-threatening injury, but an injury, right?
If my kids got injured.
Yeah, something happened to one of them. They got injured. Not a life-threatening injury, but, you know, some type of injury.
Them kids could all have casts on their arms and legs right now. He wouldn't know. He don't know nothing about them kids. Oh my gosh. Daryl and his children.
I was talking with someone who knew something about it. What would you want them to tell me?
What would I want them to tell you?
Yeah. You understand where I'm going with that?
Yeah, I understand where you're going.
Yeah, you know where I'm going?
I'm just saying,
prison.
I feel like it's more that's not being said.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
Something somewhere. This is, and I'm saying that only because.
What are you looking to hear, Darrell?
Yeah, what you want to hear?
Because
we ain't gonna tell it to you, but just tell us.
I'm getting information, and like I told you, fact checking it, getting things from other. I'm not, like I told you, 2 people have talked to Erica. I'm not necessarily. He and I aren't the only 2 people working.
Right.
You were the one in the immediate area. So I'm looking to hear from you. I've told you a fair amount.
I know that's right.
I told you about the car.
Sure did.
You know? But what we know.
Can I answer your question? I'm looking to know.
Oh my God.
What charges I'm facing.
Murder.
That's it.
Murder. 6 of them. There. Now can you answer the question? 6 murders. 6 murkings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 murkings. That's what you're facing.
I told you. See, we keep going around and around with this. And that's why I told you. I'm not telling you it's an end of the world thing. We have to fact check. If someone got hurt, what would you want because they drove a little reckless.
Yeah, just a little bit reckless.
All right, and one of your kids had to get. Thank God they were okay, but just had to get.
Yeah, just 6 murkings worth of recklessness. That's all. Just 6 murkings worth of recklessness.
You checked out by a doctor, but we're okay. What would you at least want him to tell me if he knew something about that?
Just ask him if anybody died. If that's what you want to ask him, just ask him, hey, did anybody die? I heard something. Say it like this, Daryl. Say, I heard somebody drove through the parade. Is everybody alive? Just say that then. You know, if you want to know, but you ain't gonna say shit, just say that. At least say something. Damn.